Hello everyone, welcome to the 40th Caravan and Motorhome Club Towcar of the Year. I'm delighted to be here and we're joined today at Millbrook where we're testing the vehicles. Alongside me is Jake Hill, British Touring Car Championship contender. Jake, welcome. Great to have you with us.
Thank you very much for having me. No, it's a real privilege to be here. And I think, we have a lot of similarities, obviously caravans and motorhomes is your thing, but also I use them an awful lot throughout a touring car weekend. So not just for me and for all the drivers up and down the grid, but also for all the fans. We have the best part of 45,000 fans that attend an average touring car weekend. And so many of them use caravans and motorhomes to stay in with their families and take them to a touring car meeting. But I mean, I've had an idea. How about we do a pit stop my style? So Nick, tell me, you have all these vehicles here. What sort of assessments and tests are you putting them through?
Well, Jake, the first thing we start with is when they're delivered by the manufacturers, we put them through a scrutineering phase, where we look at the documents that have been provided by the manufacturers. What are the weights of the vehicles? Have they got their tow bars fitted? Do the electrics work? And evaluate to make sure we've got the right amount of ballast that we're going to put in each car. Because the most important thing is to make sure that we assess them all on a level playing field.
I mean, I know scrutineering very well. We have it with the British touring car and it's a huge part of it.
The next phase for us then is caravanability. So this is a word we invented. So will it fit in all the equipment that we want to take? Those kinds of everyday things that a caravaner would want to know. The next stage we go to then is ballasting. So we take the car and with all the measurements we've got from scrutineering, we work out how much ballast we need to put in the car to make sure it's weighed correctly. And also for the caravan, we put the right amount of ballast in the caravan to simulate the loads that would be in that caravan on a family holiday.
That's good, yeah. And again, with the weight side of things, that was a massive part of what we had in the British Touring Car Championship last year, was the success ballast and the weight that we had to control throughout a race weekend. So again, lots of similarities there.
Lots of similarities, indeed. And then the next thing is the team that we have a lot of help from Alco, which we're very grateful for.
Yeah.
And they help us with just setup of the vehicle. So we're making sure we've got the right tyre pressures on the caravans and the cars, and that we then get everything hitched and all the lights work so that it's actually safe to take out onto the test circuit.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And again, I think a lot of people, general public, forget silly things like tyre pressures and how important they are.
And much safer, and it helps your fuel economy as well if you get it all right.
Exactly, yeah, it's an all-round good thing.
So Jake, I think we're ready then to go out on the test track.
Let's do it, Nick. Let's tow.
Greg Potter from Team Speed. So it's been great this week to be able to test all of our vehicles, accelerating from 0 to 60 and then decelerating back down from 60 to 0 to try and replicate what you as members may have to do entering motorways or stopping on an emergency stop.
My name's Lee Davey and I'm one of the driving judges at the Caravan and Motorhome Club Tow Car competition. Now, the important thing with buying a car, it's not always easy to take your caravan along, find a demo car with a tow bar and then try it out, because you get a completely different characteristic when towing, as you know, as you do when solo. So for that reason alone, this competition is so important.
I'm Dan Cartwright. I've been a driving judge for about 5 years now. I'd really like to thank the Caravan and Motorhome Club for this event, because as a car tester, as a tow tester, having that ability to have properly scrutineered cars and test back to back is unavailable anywhere else. Thank you.